Bro. So the betting line just did something that never happens in a McGregor fight. Wait for it, because by the end of this video, you're gonna understand why grown adults in the fight world are panic moving their money around right now. We've got former opponents talking trash, we've got a guy predicting a demolition, and we've got one insider who thinks this might not be a comeback at all. It might be the end. Stay with me, because the last prediction in this video is the one nobody saw coming. Okay, so here's the deal. Conor McGregor has not won a fight since January 2020. No cap. That's 5.5 years since his hand's been raised. He's 1-3 since 2018, coming off back-to-back TKO losses to Dustin Poirier, the second one ending with his own leg snapping in half live on pay-per-view. This Saturday at UFC 329 in Vegas, he's stepping back in against Max Holloway, a guy he actually already beat decision win all the way back in 2013. Different era though. That was a featherweight fight. This one's at welterweight, 170 pounds. And both guys are basically unrecognizable from who they were 13 years ago. Here's where it gets crazy. When this fight first got announced, the betting odds had Holloway as a massive favorite. We're talking Holloway at -550, McGregor at +420. That's about as lopsided as sportsbooks get for a UFC main event. But bro, that line has been moving hard. As of fight week, it's down to Holloway -213, McGregor +183. That's a huge shift. And that usually means one thing. Money, real money, is flooding in on Conor. And that's got the whole MMA world split down the middle. Because on paper, this shouldn't even be competitive. Holloway's been fighting non-stop this whole time McGregor's been out. 8 fights, 5 wins, 3 losses, all against the best of the best. Guys like Ilia Topuria, Alex Volkanovski, Justin Gaethje. He's a walking highlight reel of volume striking. We're talking almost 7 significant strikes landed per minute, throwing nearly 15. McGregor hasn't landed a single takedown in his last 11 fights. Different fighter completely from the guy who beat Holloway in 2013. So naturally, everybody's got a take. Conor himself is out here saying he feels fresher than everyone else in the division because of his time off, calling his layoff a process of discovery and flat out predicting a demolition. That's Conor for you. But then you got Paddy Pimblett coming in hot, picking Conor to win specifically because of the weight class jump, saying getting hit by a full welterweight McGregor is a different animal than what Holloway's used to. Sean O'Malley saying Conor looks calmer and more locked in than he has in years. Here's where it gets crazy though. Michael Chiesa basically dismantles the entire pro-Conor narrative in one breath. Says there's no real size advantage because Holloway's just as big. Says the wrestling threat everyone keeps bringing up isn't realistic because of Holloway's takedown defense. And he says this fight isn't really about McGregor's comeback at all. It's about whether Holloway shuts the door on it before it even gets going. Okay, but here's the part that's actually wild. One analyst broke down the historical pattern and it is not pretty for Conor. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has ever moved up a weight class in their 40s, been out 5+ years, and come back from a catastrophic leg injury and looked good doing it. 3 separate fighters have tried some version of this. Chris Weidman, Anderson Silva, Corey Sandhagen. None of them pulled it off. And it gets worse. This isn't even a 3-round fight where Conor could steal a decision with one big moment. This is a full 5-round main event, which means if he doesn't get the knockout early, he's got to survive Max Holloway's pace for 25 straight minutes. No cap, multiple insiders are saying that's basically Conor's only path. Land something big in round 1 or it's over. So where does this actually land? The consensus, even from people rooting for Conor, keeps circling back to the same shape. Dangerous early, fading late. Most experts, including the Forbes breakdown of this exact matchup, are landing on Holloway to get it done by knockout somewhere after the halfway point. Once McGregor's volume-based fatigue kicks in and the shots start piling up. But that line movement, bro, that shift toward Conor tells you something else. People aren't betting on the McGregor of 2026. They're betting on the myth. And in this sport, sometimes that's exactly enough. We'll see Saturday. Drop your pick below, and I'll see you in the next one.